welcome back to Mighty Mac Week in Review. I'm your host, Dave Molinaro, and we had another busy week on campus here. Immaculata Volleyball had 3 more victories against non-conference opponents, and here are the highlights from Tuesday's game against Penn State Berks.
Early in the first set, Tess Kiefer hits a beautiful drop shot over the outreached hands of the opponents to tie the game at 6. All I know about volleyball is bump, set, spike. We have Swank with the bump, Thompson with the set, and Vizard with the spike, as the Mighty Macs won that first set 25-19. She had a block party last week, and she sent out invitations again as Marissa Cassell gets another big block here for the Mighty Macs. They would go on to take the set 25-20. Gabby Guerrera ties the game here at 11 after a spike off a beautiful set from Miranda Jones. Arden Vizard gets the kill to sweep Penn State Berks 3-0. They would also go on to defeat Albright in 4 sets on Thursday, and we spoke with Miranda Jones about the team's unbeaten start.
We're here with Miranda Jones, one of the big contributors on Immaculata's volleyball team. Thank you for coming and joining with me.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
So usually how it works when a team gets a new coach, it's a tough transitional period, maybe doesn't start off the best, but Immaculata is now 6-0 under Coach Jill. Can you tell us about that?
The whole team really adjusted really well with the new coach. She's awesome. We couldn't have asked for anyone better. You can tell she has a lot of knowledge and love for the game, honestly. So it's great. It's great.
And then there's some tough teams coming up, Newman, Cabrini, those type teams in our CSAC conference play. Can you tell us what we still need to work on to get ready for them?
As a team, we definitely are going to have to communicate more on the court, especially with them, with the huge hitters and brick wall blocks and everything, obviously. But as long as we all communicate with one another and push each other as much as we can, I think we'll hold up pretty well with them.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Volleyball beat Arcadia to maintain their 7-0 record, and they have 3 more road matches later this week. Over to field hockey. They lost to Goucher 3-0, but came back in a big way against Swarthmore on Saturday. Here are the highlights.
Trailing by 1 early in the first half, Brittany Baker cleans up the trash in front of the net to tie up the game at 1. Ashley O'Donnell gets the ball and weaves through the Swarthmore defense, scoring the goal, putting the Mighty Macs on top 2-1 going into half. Ashley O'Donnell scored her second goal of the day to reclaim the lead for the Mighty Macs 3-2 on this penalty shot. Ashley O'Donnell scores her career-high 5th goal on this shot as the Mighty Macs won this game 6-3.
Women's tennis lost their first match of the year, but bounced back later in the week against Baptist Bible by a score of 9-0 to give them a 2-0 conference record. They have 3 more matches later on this week. Some call it soccer, some call it football. Either way, here are the highlights from the DeSales game on Saturday.
We'll pick it up in the second half. Kyle Jumlon has a good chance here, but the shot is saved. Later in the second half, Will Carl would also have a chance on net with this beautiful curving volley, but it was also saved. The Mighty Macs would fall 1-0 in double overtime. Later this week, they have road games at Ursinus and Penn State Berks. In women's soccer, Elizabeth McBride makes a great diving stop in the game against Delaware Valley, but the Mighty Macs would drop all 3 non-conference games this week. They will play their final non-conference game Tuesday at Draper Walsh Stadium against Swarthmore.
Men's cross country came in 8th place at the Delaware Invitational, with Angel Tramal Rodriguez finishing in 2nd, and the women's cross country team came in 7th at the same event. We'd like to thank everyone with input on the show. Keep emailing, tweeting us, sending us letters. I don't even know if people do that anymore, but I enjoy a nice piece of mail every now and then. For everyone here at Immaculata Athletics, my name's Dave Molinaro. You stay classy, Immaculata.